It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk. This is episode 123. We're here to talk about Happily Ever After Season 6, Episode 6. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by Noelle Winters Herzog.
Hi, Tracey.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm just so happy to be here today.
I'm so happy to be with you always.
I am also very happy to be with you all the time. And you know what else I'm happy about? ABC Monday tonight, The Bachelorette is back. Katie's journey to find love begins and the drama starts night one when one man arrives in a box.
Interesting.
Who is this mystery man? Is he, pardon the pun, the whole package? And the biggest question of all, have we seen him on a season of The Bachelorette before? And this season, our Bachelorette has two friends on the inside. These are Bachelor Nation fan favorites, and they're stepping in to help make sure Katie knows who's there for the right reasons and who shouldn't take a moment and say their goodbyes. The Bachelorette premieres Monday, tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Holla.
We've been watching 90 Day Fiance.
Yes.
How many hours of our lives do you think
are spent watching the show?
Yeah.
So because we don't just watch it through like everyone else does.
Right?
Yeah. And we have to stop and write things down. And it's like, if I miss something, same with you, you have to rewind it, go back. I had to watch the second half again last week because like I think I blacked out.
Okay. So we're at episode 123. So
Right.
what that means is it's about 2 hours of TV. That's just solid TV. That's not, the pausing and the writing.
Right.
The pausing.
Right.
And also there are a lot of episodes where we cover more than one episode because that's when The Other Way is on, when Happily Ever After is on.
Right.
So a minimum of about 246 hours.
Lame.
That's a minimum. But that's not even true.
That's lame.
Super lame.
I feel like I spend my life watching all of these shows on TV.
So I would say about 350 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot, guys. That's out of love. That's for you guys. We love you guys.
I wish that it was we could binge it and we could just watch it all at once.
Right, like I could watch it forever. Like, okay, I watched the next 6 seasons already.
Right. I watched the next 6 seasons. When do you want to record?
Right. Let's just record now forever.
We've already recorded the first year, so that's good. These are actually pre-recorded. This was recorded 4 years ago.
Look at that. We see it into the future.
So exciting. I will tell you this. I definitely saw Into the Future with Mike and Natalie.
Okay, I will say you saw Into the Future with this. Like you were always thought this wouldn't last.
No, of course not. So Mike and Natalie, they go to Trish's house. This is Michael's mom. She wants all of the wood.
She wants a lot of wood. She wants a dumb hat as well.
Okay, well, she has probably half of a forest chopped up in her backyard. And she's like, we have to go get wood, Mike. And he's like, oh, we have a lot of wood. She's like, I want more.
Okay, so I was very confused by this. I'm glad that you cleared it up a little bit because I'm like, so they have wood, but now they're going to get more wood. I didn't realize it was the backyard at first. Okay.
Yeah, she needs all the wood, every wood. She's
girl likes wood.
She really does. So they put the trailer hitch on the truck, and Michael's mom wants Natalie to be an interpreter right now.
Okay, but why is she being so mean about it?
Because Trish said that she's selfish. She thinks that Natalie's very selfish. She doesn't cook. She doesn't clean. But you know what? Natalie doesn't cook or clean. But you know what Trish does do? She looks like my thumb.
She does look like your fucking thumb because I've seen your thumb. I'm very familiar with your thumb.
Yeah.
She looks like your thumb.
Look at Trish. It just doesn't have a hat on. So now.
But why does she have bangs over her visor? I'm never going to get over this.
Her bangs are located in the center top of her head. Where else are they going to go?
I don't know. Under the visor.
Well, Natalie stepped on a nail on the floorboard.
I fainted.
And Trish is like, yeah, well, that's what happens. Those are the spikes I put down.
Why is she so mean?
She's super mean, but also Natalie's a weirdo. So it's like
Natalie's awkward, I think.
Yeah, like I don't like both of them. So now they have to go on the wood trip.
Right.
They have to go adopt some more wood. So
they
now
have to go to meet Clint.
So Natalie, they're driving, and Natalie points out the window and says horses, and Trish goes, "Yeah, those are cows."
It lost in translation. Let's just say that.
But she's like mean about it.
Right. She never, but Mike is like that. It's not often they crack a smile. Mike only smiles at his mother, and
At
his
his
mother only
mom.
smiles at him.
Yep. So
Uh-huh.
now they're stacking firewood. And so I guess here's the thing. Like we always talked about Mike not having heat in the house. I guess
Right.
he like grew up in a fireplace.
And this isn't even his childhood home.
He found love in a fireplace.
Her house is very wood friendly too.
It is very wood
It is.
centric. Noelle, they are chucking wood at Natalie on this flatboat.
I know. This poor girl.
All
I
right,
would
well,
be so afraid there'd be massive spiders in that wood.
I think that would be the least of my problems. At that
No,
point.
not me. That would be the most of my problems.
Well, Clint the Woodman is missing very important teeth. He's missing the real important ones. But you know what? He makes up for it by definitely not being misogynistic and calling Natalie Blondie.
No, not at all.
He's like, yeah, we get all kinds of people here. Just like that Blondie. Look, what?
It's like, this is definitely Blondie's first time here.
And then he says,
Okay.
it's a wonder she didn't get hit in the face. And I hope he meant by the wood and not by him because she's a woman.
Okay.
So now, as Natalie's doing manual labor, Trish asks about her work visa.
Right.
And she says that she wants her to be an interpreter. And Natalie says, I have so many notes on Mike and Natalie, by the way.
No, okay. Most of my notes are on Mike and Natalie. Okay.
I took 2 pages. Natalie said, why are you offering me this job? And Trish is like, well, I am the head of all the interpreters
Oh,
on
but here,
in the west half of this country.
what do you let me ask you a question. If you were Trish, would you like be strong arming Natalie into working?
No, she's not my wife.
Right. Don't you feel like even though that's his mom, don't you think like what she's doing is wrong? Because I saw on Twitter a lot of people were like, well, she's right. Natalie should do something. It's like that's
Okay, but that's
I don't
between
think
Mike
that's
and
true.
Natalie.
Yeah.
They live in the wood.
Yeah. I feel like she's so out of line by
She's
doing
like,
they
I live in the wood. I'm stacking the wood. Everything is wood.
Everything.
Now
Your house is
your
wood.
house is the wood. He's like, at least we got, what did he say? At least we got off the mountain. And it's like, did we really?
No,
Because I feel
you
like I'm
didn't.
inside the mountain when I'm in this bedroom.
I know.
So then she said, oh my God. So she's like, well, I don't know. You know, you think that you're going to be an actress, you're going to be in Hollywood. And this is what Natalie says. I don't think I need to go to Hollywood. I'm 36. I don't believe in miracles.
But also, where did she get Hollywood from? What are you talking about?
Because Natalie says that she wants to work at a TV
So
channel.
automatically she should be in Hollywood?
Right. So she says, she goes, actually, I'm not out of my mind. And then Trish is basically implying that being an actor or whatever it is, isn't, I guess, like hard work. And then Natalie,
Right.
I got to tell you,
I
Natalie's
can't.
killing it in all these interviews.
She's
So-
very funny. Uh-huh.
She goes, yeah, tell that to Johnny Depp. That's not work. Or tell it to, I don't
She
even know
couldn't think
another
of
famous.
one other
one.
actor.
She's like, I don't know. Tell it to another actor.
Johnny Depp is your friend.
She also, he is my friend. Also, she wouldn't be marrying Mike if it was for money. And I got to tell you, she says that to Trish, and she's absolutely right. She
Right.
should have looked her in the face and been like, listen, if I wanted to marry someone for money, it wouldn't be your son. I married your son so I could come to this country.
Right.
I also married your son because I thought I wanted to have a baby immediately.
Right.
And then I got here and I just realized that I don't really like him. I just want to stay in this country.
Right. And now you guys are actually making fun of me because you knew how bad I wanted to have a baby, that you actually have an antique cradle in your house to mock me with.
I don't understand. So then she says, I can eat bread, but I will do what I want. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Okay. Because I actually wrote that down. I'm like, does anybody know what this
No.
means?
But I
Okay.
do know that they are both equally nasty.
Yes.
And then Natalie says the, typical woman, my
Mhm.
life, my choice, my brain.
Uh-huh.
What?
I don't know.
I don't-
She's like, I don't think that's how it works, Natalie.
I don't think that's the saying. So now they're going to go to the butcher turkey hunting.
Right. Which this is a bad idea.
This is stupid. So now she's like, is there going to be anything except for turkey? And his mom's like,
Help.
yeah, shrimp, salad, and pie. Why do they talk like this, him and his mom?
Okay, but also she said, now I thought I didn't know if this was a dish. She goes shrimp salad and gravy.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I was hoping it was 2 separate things,
That's
but I
what
will
I wanted to know.
But I will tell you this, Gabrielle,
Yeah.
our other friend,
Our basement friend. Uh-huh.
she makes shrimp with brown gravy.
What?
Yeah, she says it's so delicious. She makes shrimp with canned gravy on it.
Listen, I fuck with canned gravy,
Ugh.
but not with shellfish.
All right, just saying. So now his mom is mad. They go to the butcher, and now okay. I don't understand where the hat came from in the day, but I really don't understand why it's there at night.
Right. Why are you're not going to get sunburn now.
Are you going to get moonburn?
It's a look. It's a look, I guess.
You have a cockatoo hair coming out of the top. You look like a thumb. You have on a mask. You have on this visor. It's very, very strange.
I bet you there are so many people LOLing at this cockatoo hair.
I can't believe it. So now also they go to the store for meat. They go to the butcher.
Right.
And Natalie explains that she's vegetarian from doing a Christian Orthodox diet, a cleanse.
Right. What does that mean?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Natalie is a pescatarian, not a vegetarian at all.
She used right, but at first she was saying she was a vegan. You remember?
Yeah,
she
she's
said
not.
she was a vegan. No, because she eats fish
and eggs.
Oh yeah, she does eat eggs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now Mike, Noelle, this behavior is so odd.
It's because he's trying to almost like
he's showing off in front of like the company.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. He's showing off, but it's like, Mom, look at how I can talk. Like lame, like a little boy. Mommy, buy me a tomahawk.
So he asked about a tomahawk steak, and Natalie walks out and says, I don't feel like being here. But Mike is so mean, and also he acts so theatrical with his mother.
I know he does, and it's almost like this is who you're in love with.
Yeah, just be with
your
her.
Mom. Just be with her.
But it's
you
almost
can be
like
your
they're
true self with her.
It's almost like they're a team against Natalie.
They are a team against Natalie, and I think that she feels super out of place.
I think that him having his mask under his nose gives him a lot of confidence.
Oh, every store I went to today, that's how everybody was walking around.
Mike does it all the time. He did it in the airport too.
Yeah.
So he said that if Natalie had some meat in her hand, maybe he would chase her. Is he drunk in this interview?
No, he's an asshole in this interview.
Noelle, I think he's also drunk.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know. I feel like his hair was a little floppier than usual, but I didn't think he was that drunk.
No, I definitely think he's drunk. Also, here's another theory.
Yeah.
Did Trish get the top of her head removed? And that's why we have to cover this with a visor. Is she from the nose up, nothing but bang?
But why? What would be the reason?
Maybe like the top of her brain wasn't functioning properly, or they were trying to smaller her head.
Oh, okay. So they were trying to shave it down?
Yeah, they shaved it down and they just took from the nose up. They were like, okay, listen, we don't really know how to make your face smaller, but what we can do is from the bridge of your nose to the top of your scalp, we could remove your entire forehead.
And
eyes.
Okay.
And she's like, whatever, that's fine. I live in a wood house.
That's fine. I have a perfect hat for that. Oh,
the mask and the everything. All right. So this guy's laughing so hard at his own jokes.
Right. But here's the thing. They're not funny. They're lame. And he's mean. He's being mean.
So now she goes back to the house and she's going to have an apple snack outside.
Right. Well, I don't like green apples as a snack.
Okay, but also why does she have to eat and talk with her mouth full?
Why
can't they just have a talk on camera without her chomping on? It's like, oh, look at her with her rabbit food.
Because that's the thing. Just like, remember they showed her eating the carrot. They always have to show it like it's weird.
I know, like, what's that? An apple?
I know. Oh, who eats apples?
Right?
Yeah.
I eat raw meat for a snack at night.
Yum. My friend's mom walks around the grocery store eating raw ground beef. I wish I was lying. She eats it as a snack.
Okay, well, she sounds well.
Mm-hmm. She might even be listening.
I'm trying to tell you something. He's definitely drunk in those confessionals because he's wasted when he's chatting with her, and that's when they're doing.
Oh yeah, that's actually true. Okay.
And she basically said that like Mike displays avoidant behavior, like he avoids things to see, if they'll just go away.
Yes. But that's what he's always done.
Mm-hmm. Well, what's not going away?
What?
ABC Monday tonight. Nothing says summer's back like a brand new season of The Bachelorette. Katie's journey to find love begins with 30 new men, all hoping to be the one to get her final rose. And the
Ooh.
drama starts on night one when one of these men arrives in a box. Who is
I
this
still
mystery
can't
man?
get over that.
We'll never get over it. We're going to see soon, though. Is he, pardon the pun, the whole package? And the biggest question of all, have we seen him on a season of The Bachelorette before? And this season, our Bachelorette has two friends on the inside. Bachelor Nation fan favorites step in to help make sure Katie knows who's there for the right reasons and who should take a moment and say their goodbyes. No word yet if Katie's got her buzzing bestie with her. You know, that vibrating. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. Will Katie find love, good vibes, and the happy ending she's looking for? Will the mystery man in a box give her a ring in a box? Join the journey as the new season of The Bachelorette premieres Monday, tonight, 8/7 Central on ABC.
Ooh, all right.
Tiffany and Ronald.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So she calls Ronald, and you know that things are bad because she's covered her shoulders.
Okay. I didn't realize it at first. And then I'm like, oh, I don't see her shoulders. What's going on here?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Things are bad over there. So now at first, Ronald's sitting under a Jesus sign, and then it's different because he keeps moving from couch to couch.
Right.
They must have been talking for a very long time.
I guess.
So Ronald's visa got approved.
Okay. So that means now he just is going to go to the next stage.
Yes. So
right?
now he gets approved for the interview.
Right. Okay.
And now Tiffany has recorded herself fake crying when she saw the email.
But there's not one tear.
Tell me more about the fake crying. How do you feel about fake crying?
So I'm watching this and I'm like, there is no chance in hell she's crying. She is very reminiscent of Amber on Teen Mom because
There's a
she's
lot,
trying
yeah.
to squeeze one out of there and I don't see anything happening.
There's no moisture.
It's very frustrating because it's like, you didn't even have to do that.
Well,
you didn't
she has,
have to.
No, she didn't have to, but she has to ask her dad to co-sponsor. Why don't we just ask Daniel to co-sponsor? Because he has a full-time job. He has a gold watch.
Yeah. I mean, and also you never asked anybody, like you never thought you should do that ahead of time.
Okay, but guess what?
What?
You've had years for this. You don't think maybe you should have tried to get into the bracket
That's
of
what
salary?
I mean. No, she can't. She can't.
All right. Well, her dad's the only option. And
Right.
oh God. They're going to the mom's house.
Right. Mhm.
Oh, also Ronald says hold thumbs.
Right. But what does that mean?
It means fingers crossed. I guess that's
okay.
the-
Okay.
So they're going to her mom's house, and Daniel's like, hello, what will we discuss at grandma's house?
And she's like, nothing for you.
She's like, listen,
right.
mind your own business. We'll tell you when you can have an opinion.
Find your beeswax. You might have to go to South Africa, though, just so you
Right?
know. Because he's probably scared. He probably thinks that's what they're
course.
talking about.
Of course. So now
Mhm.
they go into the house. Her and Carly go. They don't even hold the door for Daniel. He's like, can I come in too?
They're like, no, you could just wait outside in the cold.
And then they're like, oh, wait, no, never mind, because you have to take care of your sister. Here, Daniel, take the baby and go breastfeed her upstairs.
I love that he just like launches her up too. She's
Yeah.
cute.
She's super cute, but Daniel is her dad. So now
Mhm.
Tiffany said that even though he has been arrested and
Right.
he's never been found guilty of a crime.
Right. Okay. But he's still been arrested a ton of times.
Well, she hasn't told her dad that. And also her mom's like, oh, have you told anyone that Ronald stole from his mom? And she's like, I haven't told him anything. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a secret.
Tell me.
Tiffany doesn't know she's on the television.
No, she doesn't think anybody will find out.
Didn't her dad watch the show?
You would think.
Okay, but even if he didn't, you think no one said, oh my God, your
Right.
daughter is dating a felon. Not
Right. Do you think he's
convicted.
not on Instagram? You know?
But also her mom's hair, really, I was getting these warm and fuzzies when I was looking at it. And I realized it is tangerine colored, just like your mother's hair.
It is. Looking at her, I'm like, I feel a kindred
Right?
spirit with this woman. And it's like, oh, because you have
I
my
feel
mom's
connected to
color
her.
hair.
Oh, yes. So also her mom, basically without saying it, is telling her, like, tell him after he says yes.
Okay, but that was funny. Her mom's like, just lie. And I was like, oh, that's not the advice I ever would have given her.
So now she meets with her dad. Her dad is Colombian.
Mhm.
And we're outside, so her shoulders are covered. And then,
Right.
oh my God, she launches those puppies out.
She loves a good shoulder. I mean,
Really
listen,
does.
flaunt it.
Okay. Also, her dad kind of has meth face.
Okay. So when her dad first sits down, I'm like, that's not her dad.
Yeah, he kind of has meth face.
Yeah, he looks very bad. But I remember in the wedding, he was cute.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
don't
like he
know.
didn't look like that.
Well,
Maybe
her-
he's got that face that could go both ways.
Yes, definitely. So her dad bought a house in New Jersey, and
Right.
he basically is like, "Oh, you guys should move here, and maybe Ronald." She's like, "Oh, speaking of, can you sponsor Ronald?" And he's like, "Of course, I'm on television. I'm going to say yes."
But I love that he's like, it's not a problem.
No. And then she tells him everything, and it's like dun dun dun.
He's still gonna say yes. But yeah, dun dun dun. Didn't they break up anyway? So like whatever.
It must be really hard though for Ronald to be so far away from his kids.
Oh, for sure.
And this year, if there's ever been a year to make the dads in your life feel loved and appreciated on Father's Day, it's this one.
What is it?
Storyworth is an online service that helps your dad, grandfather, father-in-law, and every father figure in your life share stories through thought-provoking questions about their memories and personal thoughts. It's a fun new way to engage with them, especially if you can't be together in person, just like Ronald and Daniel and Carly.
It's perfect.
It's even perfect for Tiffany's dad because he's in Jersey.
Well, that's true too.
Oh my God. This is a very heartfelt, sentimental gift the whole
Mhm.
family can cherish together forever. Daniel could be reading Ronald's life story,
Right. And then he would have it in a book too.
all the highs, all the lows. He would know everything. And Daniel really, listen, this kid loves information.
Well, that's true. He does. And I'm sure there's so much about Ronald he doesn't know.
There isn't. And also every week, Storyworth emails your dad a different story prompt. Questions you've never thought to ask, like, what's your favorite story about your father? And what are the things you're proudest of in life?
I love it. I think it's so cool.
It really is. Storyworth has helped numerous families learn about each other in profound, special ways, and their testimonials will practically move you to tears. In fact, Storyworth has already created a powerful experience for us because, Noelle, you have been using it with your mother-in-law.
I've been using it for a while with my mother-in-law. I gave it to her as a birthday gift a few months ago.
Right.
And every week I get to actually choose the question that I want her to answer.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I get this little email back and it's really fun to like learn about her. There's so much I don't know, but I never think to ask her.
Well,
So
I would
it's pretty
email her
cool.
every week and be like, do you like me the best?
Well, that's my question for next week.
So give your dad the most meaningful gift this Father's Day with Storyworth. Get started right away with no shipping required by going to storyworth.com/90dayfiance. You'll get $10 off your first purchase. That's storyworth.com/90dayfiance for $10 off. And as always, all of this is going to be in the show notes.
Show notes.
Show notes. Let's speak about Angela. We really have to speak about her. This is another one that I have a ton of notes
Me
on.
too.
All right. So she's in her support garments and
Right.
she's having a gas movement.
That is me every day though. And I'm like, I need Tracey to come over and wrap me to get this gas out.
Well, Jojo puts her shirt on. It says best friends.
Very cute.
And she also gives Jojo the nicest compliment. She said that if she looked like Jojo, she'd be on a pole.
That's very nice
Aw,
though.
so nice.
Very heartfelt.
So now Angela could only be on a liquid diet. So
Right.
what does Jojo decide to give her? A green
Juice.
smoothie. It's not even a green juice. It's a green smoothie.
Oh, see, I thought it was just a green juice because I'm
Oh.
looking at it and I'm like, I don't think I would like that, but like, let's see what Angie says.
Well, she said that she likes it, even though it looks like piss. Why is your piss green?
why is your piss green? Okay, she said that, and I'm like, what kind of kidney infection do
Well,
you have?
Speaking of pee-pee, she said that Jojo's been so helpful in wiping her coochie.
I mean, that's a real friend.
She should have called Javi.
I don't want to wipe Angela's coochie.
Javi would have done it. So she's very upset with Michael because he made her feel bad about her breasticles.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. He wasn't supportive.
He wasn't, but now she's going to go a step further. She needs a facelift.
Okay, but I don't think you should be under anesthesia so quick,
Again?
right?
Again? We're
It's
just
like
are
3
we
days
just gonna,
later.
is this?
Yeah, I feel like I don't think that this is the right thing to do.
Do you remember that show? What was it? Extreme Makeover?
Yeah, I love
They
that
take
show.
someone and they just like do every surgery to them.
Oh, I was thinking of Extreme Home Makeover. That was the best. That was a really good show. That was on Channel 7. I used to watch it every week.
That was with Ty the carpenter. No.
Yeah, and then I used to cry when the family would see their house. But they were like all went into foreclosure too. So
I know.
crazy.
Yeah, because you can't afford it. Okay. Anyway, so she has to go on Monday for a consultation. So
Right.
JoJo is like, listen, I'm going to give you some really good advice. Make
Mhm.
them show you virtually what you're going to look like.
And Angela's like, oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah, also, okay, whatever. So now also JoJo leaves. So now how is Angela wiping herself?
Okay, so JoJo's leaving, so she's gonna get a facelift now, and who's gonna take care of her? She's gonna have to like hire a nurse.
I don't
And
know.
what else
So
can
now
you do?
Angela's crying. I actually felt bad for her at this point because
too.
it was like, oh, wow.
'Cause
So
she was scared.
don't worry, because now she has a walker.
Mhm.
And the main reason is to store her cigarettes and lighter because she said that she can't store it in her bra anymore. But guess what? As she's saying that, I could see her lighter in her bra.
But also, why are you smoking?
Why? What do you mean?
It's what is this? The third day after surgery? Why are you doing
Nope.
that?
You can't smoke?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. That's
Mm-mm.
weird. So she goes to this juice bar and she says that she doesn't like water.
Okay, I mean, whatever.
Okay. So now she has to drink some juice, but she also needs a juice with no sugar.
Right. Okay. This is where I wasn't sure about because like I'm not good at healthy things. Isn't there sugar in fruit?
Okay. Honestly, you're smarter than you thought.
Okay.
You're correct.
Right.
But also, I think that you're supposed to be drinking like sugar-free protein shakes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Also, she also has a patch on.
Oh, I didn't even notice her patch.
Yes. So now she's like, oh, I don't like that one. Because it was
Right.
like, it was all greens. There was
It
no.
like everybody tastes her. It was like bok choy juice.
Right. Yeah. Listen, would I have liked it?
I don't
Sure,
want it.
But no
that
one else
would
would have.
fly out of me. You would like it.
I
Yes,
would
you
love
would
it.
like that.
So now she gets some fruit juice. It's
Right.
like pineapple and mango. And she's like, oh, this one's good. Oh, right. Because that
The
is sugar.
juice. Right.
It's
Okay.
sugar
so
juice.
thank you. Because I'm watching this and I'm
Oh, and
like,
she-
I don't think you're supposed to have that.
Okay. But she also says that she might have to add sugar to it.
Could you imagine?
I don't think she understands what sugar is, though.
No. Mm-mm.
All right. So now
Mm-mm.
she's going to FaceTime Michael
Right.
smoking a cigarette outside of the juice shop.
But also, like, if Michael's so worried about you, like, maybe don't FaceTime him while smoking.
Well, she is smoking. She drank a smoothie. So now she's going to have a cigarette.
Right.
she has-
Balance. Life is all about balance.
She has a secret, though.
And that's why she's smoking because she's nervous.
Well, also her mom had a goggle, a gaggle, a Google.
Right. So that's
A
like
Google.
a turkey neck, right?
Right.
Her mother has a Google.
She
Okay.
calls it a Google. He wants to hang up the phone.
Yeah. He hates everything about this. Uh-huh.
So now she's wearing these beautiful sunglasses that they're gold and yellow and they're
I thought
mirrored
they were cute.
and they have Cheerios on the outside of them.
Yum. Little snack.
So now she goes back to the hotel. She's dressing very weird to go to this doctor.
But what doctor does she not dress weird to go to
This
for?
is true because her bra's hanging out, her
Mhm.
compression garments
This is
are
how
out.
she always looks.
Also, she has gas. So now we
She's
meet
also very bruised. Like under her
Noelle.
armpit
Noelle.
area.
She
Yeah.
had surgery 5 minutes ago.
No, I know, but like I was just wondering like why it was all bruised there. Like what happened
They had a
there for you to be
pole.
bruised. Wow. Interesting.
All right, so she goes to Dr. Sadat. No masks. No one has a mask. on.
No, there's no COVID.
Okay. So she said that she loves him.
Right.
And she looks at her chin and she says to him, you see how fat this is? And he goes, yes.
I know. And I'm like, oh wow, okay. So he's just out with it.
So he's going to lipo her neck. He's going to give her a lower face and neck lift.
Right.
And he said the only risks are just like bleeding and nerve damage. And she's like, perfect. That's what I was looking for. What?
Well, because she wanted to know like she wasn't gonna die, basically.
Okay. Well, I mean, eventually. So she's like, okay, so now you have to convince Michael.
Okay, but again, this isn't a thing, right?
So so it's 1
Okay.
a.m. in Nigeria. This
Right.
guy does not sleep anymore. All he does
uh-huh.
is he stays up all night talking to plastic surgeons
Right.
about his wife's boobs.
That he doesn't want her to do these surgeries anyway.
Oh my God. So now she goes, Michael, I don't know why you're so upset. You loved the Botox.
And it's like,
he loved
wait,
it.
What?
What did he look?
Is that when she had the lines going down her
No,
chest?
that was a laser treatment on her décolletage.
Décolleté?
Yeah. I forgot how you used to say it.
That's her décolleté.
No, but she got it at the same time. She got Botox in her face, but
yeah, I do remember that.
he loved it.
But yeah, but apparently he didn't want her to get it, and then he liked the way it looked.
Okay, I don't think he really saw a difference. So now this is a $25,000 surgery, and she said that basically this is not his business. She doesn't pay. He doesn't pay for anything. She's going to pay for it, and she also supports him.
Right. Well, also, number one, it's not his business how much it costs. I would never even tell him how much it costs. But now I'm curious as to how much he spent altogether on these surgeries. I am curious because I feel like it's got to be a lot of money.
Definitely a lot of money because you're going to Beverly Hills too, and you're going to these doctors that don't take insurance probably.
Right.
Well, Angela's going to need some extra money to pay for these.
For sure.
Right. And a lot of people, they make their own online stores. They sell different things to make money. And if you started your own online store, you're doing what you love, selling products that people want and orders. They're coming in fast. Right. Now, the hard part, shipping those products out.
Of course.
Luckily, ShipStation makes it easy. With ShipStation, it is simple to import, manage, and ship your orders out fast for a lot less money. And it's no wonder that ShipStation is the #1 shipping software for e-commerce sellers with more than 5-star reviews than anyone else. They have the most 5-star reviews.
Wow.
Yeah, you can import orders from any sales channel. You can ship with any carrier using our deeply discounted rates, and you could automate just about any shipping task. You could spend a lot less time on shipping and a lot more time growing your business.
Ooh, okay.
So you could be a lot more productive. You could sell a lot more. You're streamlining the process. Even if you are selling on Amazon, Etsy, your own website, they funnel all your orders into one simple interface that you can manage from anywhere, even your cell phone. So you could do it on the go.
That's awesome.
And you get amazing discounts with major carriers. So UPS, FedEx, USPS, and you can compare the carriers and choose the best solution every single time. Now, well, this is what we've been looking for.
Yeah, seriously.
Because we ship out so much merch. You could ship more in less time. Just use my offer code 90dayfiance to get a 60-day free trial. That's 2 months free of no hassle, stress-free shipping. Just go to ShipStation.com. Click on the microphone at the top of the page and type in 90dayfiance. That's ShipStation.com. Enter code 90dayfiance. And guess what, Noelle?
What?
Make ship happen.
Ooh, all right. I like that.
Oh, well, you know who's not making a lot happen? Let's talk
Andre.
about Andre. Let's talk about Libby and Andre. So Jen and Libby are doing fake yoga in TikTok leggings.
No, but they're extreme yogas since the pandemic.
Extreme yogis. Yeah. So now they also wanted to get together and do yoga and complain.
Right. Well, I mean, that's the only way to do yoga. If you and I were going to get together to do yoga, that's all we would do is complain.
I totally agree.
Right. She does have on TikTok leggings. They're like cranberry colored.
Yes. Noelle, do you notice that Jen looks a little bit googly eyed?
Yes. Well, I think she's been looking googly-eyed, though. Yeah.
Well, now
none of them are great.
No. Now Libby will bash Andre to Jen about the nanny.
Yes.
And Libby also was like, Andre said that in, Moldova, the women, they work and they take care of the kids. And she's like, not in the US. What?
And it's like, what? Is that not a thing in the US?
So in the US, women don't work and take care of the house. Okay, cool.
No, it's one or the other.
So Jen said, get a nanny and don't tell him. And she's like, I think he would know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't recommend that.
Also, he's going to know because he's going to be home.
Right, because he doesn't actually have a job, too.
So now he's feeding Ellie some dried figs. And I'm like, wow, that's going to be a mess later.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a mess, but delicious. How many kids eat dried figs?
They're delicious. So he's going to demo the kitchen at the new house because Chuck told him to.
But did Chuck really tell him that? I don't know.
Okay, well, now Libby switches to, she's going to now bash Charlie.
Right. Charlie's jealous.
Charlie isn't in charge and she's praising...
Charles in charge. Charles is in charge, Tracey.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if he is, because let's see what happens.
Oh man. So basically they're renovating this whole house, right?
Right. She's praising Andre. She's bashing Charlie. So Andre said that, listen, Chuck is going to give me the 100 grand.
But when did he say that?
I don't know, but also he's like, also, Charlie's a douchebag. I'm so sorry I
Yes.
said that, but he's a jerk. I'm so sorry I said that.
As
but
he's
a
holding
moron.
Ellie. Your
I'm so
uncle blows
sorry.
goats.
I'm so sorry I said that, but I hate him and I'm going to punch him in the face. And I'm so sorry I said that.
I'm so sorry.
So I really like that.
Oh,
So now he
man.
gets to this house to demo it, right?
Right.
In the middle of the night in
Right.
shorts with hair gel on and a full jewelry. He's
Right.
got
It's not
sneakers
demo
on.
gear.
He's got sneakers on. He looks
Yeah.
so cute. Great. Okay. So now the first thing, Noelle, we know a little bit about construction.
Yes.
The first thing you do when you demo a kitchen is you take a hammer
Uh-huh.
and you knock the doors off the fridge.
Tracy, I'm watching this and I'm like, but what's happening here?
Okay. I have
What?
demoed more kitchens than Andre.
Uh-huh. Same. Mhm.
You just carry the fridge out.
But that's it. Right. That's it.
You just carry the fridge out.
Why he's literally destroying it for no reason.
I mean, it might be broken, but like also you're exerting your energy.
Right. Just take it. Just take
And
it
then
outside.
he's taking the fruit bin out. He's throwing it.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? I think that they were just like, listen, go in there and break
destroy it.
everything.
All right. Well, Charlie arrives out of nowhere.
Ooh,
Dun, dun, dun.
big mad.
And he's like, the neighbor called me and said that someone was destroying my house.
It's like, what?
Okay, now Charlie kind of has a point.
Uh-huh.
He's like, listen, you don't know what you're doing. He's like, yes, I
Right.
do. He's like, okay, so here's the thing. You see the stove?
Mm-hmm.
The gas is on. He's like, you see
Right.
the electric? They're in the walls.
Right.
What are you doing? And he's like, oh, well, your dad told me to destroy the windows. He's like, oh, the windows. You're just going to break all the windows and then
just
leave
leave
it.
everything open. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And he's like, yes. He's like, no, we take the windows out when
Mhm.
we get new windows. And he's like,
Mhm.
no.
Yeah, no, Charlie is right here. It's just his delivery is never good.
It is definitely the delivery.
Mhm.
But
I like that. He's like, you're a bitch. No, you're a bitch. It's like, what?
You're both equally.
You're both bitchies.
So then he jumps in the car, Andre, and he drives away like a crazy
He
person.
peels out.
He definitely peels out. It seems like he has a lot of anger issues. And I think that BetterHelp Online Counseling would help those anger issues because he could talk to a licensed professional counselor. And it doesn't matter where you are because BetterHelp's available for clients worldwide.
That's right.
It is amazing because you can text, you could talk on the phone, you could video chat. You could talk about depression. You could talk about family conflicts. You could talk about relationships, all of these things. And anything you share is confidential. It's convenient. It's professional. It's affordable. And so many people have been using BetterHelp that they're recruiting additional counselors in all 50 states. I want
Mhm.
you to start living a happier life today. And as a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/fiance. Join over 1 million people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/fiance.
I think that whole family can use better help.
Oh,
Tracy.
they need better than BetterHelp, though.
They do.
They need the best
betterest help.
Speaking of BetterHelp, let's talk about Kehlani and Isuelu.
Honestly. Okay.
So can I tell you, I have one line of notes for them.
Okay. So Kehlani, not much happens here.
Mhm.
But basically, she wants to divorce him. That's like what the bottom line is.
Sure. So she goes to the immigration lawyer first.
Right.
And he says, well, your dad is responsible for him financially for 10 years because your dad had co-signed. So now
Right.
she's like, oh, let me get him on the phone. So he
Right.
FaceTimes. They FaceTime at low. And I just love, so the lawyer's name is Tyler.
Right.
And she's like, this is my dad, Lo. And she goes, say hi, Tyler. And I'm like,
She's
oh my
used to
God.
dealing with children.
You think
Right.
that Tyler is one of your kids? You think the lawyer is one of your 3-year-olds? I love this.
I was thinking about this. Like, what happens? Like, if you want to get divorced and someone co-signed, that's so like, I feel like I
You
never
only are
thought about it.
responsible. Well, first of all, she's hoping that he goes right back to Samoa.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that you are only responsible if they seek government assistance.
Right.
So if he goes on welfare. So
Sure.
also, Trump changed the laws and said that you're responsible for a lifetime. And then Lo goes, Donald Trump, man. Well, the lawyer says, you should do what's best for the kids.
Sure.
But he also said he's not sure how enforceable that law is since you didn't sign for that law.
Right. Because when you signed it was for 10 years.
Exactly. So now moving on to Brandon and Julia.
Again, nothing with them.
Nothing happened here. She's in
Mhm.
PJs. She's very mad at him. She's in her old room. She's
I
regressed.
love it. She's in her old room in her onesie.
I know. She's like, well, mommy said that I'm not allowed to sleep in your bed.
Right.
And
So
he's like,
I'm
"No."
here. Let's pretend we're not married.
I gotta tell you, I don't like Julia or Melanie equally.
Yeah, Julia sucks, but like the what's her name, Melanie? She was obviously busting her chops.
Yes.
But I don't know. Julia, it's like I'm never happy with her.
She doesn't want him to have any friends. And he's like, hey, why don't we just like talk about things when you get mad about them? And he's like, why couldn't you have said to me, like, pulled me aside and been
Right.
like, hey, I'm not happy. Can we leave?
Right.
What? No.
But also he would have said, no, you're being crazy, you're being
Right.
mean. Of course.
But I did like her pink and blue fleece heart PJs.
Very cute. I would be very hot in them though.
But you know what he does at the end?
What?
He lures her into the powdered peanut butter room.
I hope she doesn't have an allergy, honestly.
No, she'd be dead by now.
Yeah, that would be very bad. But
She,
I think she's just immature. I think he's immature. I don't think much is going to happen with them.
I don't think so either. But you
Yeah.
know what's going to happen with you guys? You're going to join Patreon at patreon.com/trash talk podcast for over 200 bonus episodes. We have BS, which is our favorite podcast.
We BS.
We do. We have 16 and pregnant trash talk. We have unexpected trash talk. We have 90 Day Fiance self-quarantine trash talk. If you've ever wondered what we have to say about that. Also,
That was fun.
we have a brand new podcast that's available everywhere that is podcasts are available. Catfish Trash Talk. But if you want to join Patreon, go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for so much. Like there's so much, Noelle.
No, there's so much. There's like over 200 episodes.
We spend like every single day creating content for you guys. So go over there, join our Patreon. Make sure you're following us at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter, and follow us personally. I'm at Trixie2Zini, TRIXIETUZZINI on Instagram and Twitter. Noelle is Noe Girl. You can also follow us on Stereo. And most importantly, Noelle, you know what I'm going to say. Leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on Apple Podcasts. That used to be iTunes, but now it's Apple Podcasts.
And tell a friend.
Okay, but Noelle, you know how I feel about that.
You can only tell one friend.
Tell one friend. This is an exclusive podcast. We really, really don't need that. We got a great review on
Ooh, I love
Tuesday.
great reviews.
It's 5 stars. Love them. So funny. Love their sense of humor.
I love our sense of humor too.
Oh my God. I love my sense of humor too.
Oh.
Just kidding, guys. Check out Catfish Trash Talk.
Waka.
It's free. Also, speaking of Waka Waka Waka, stand-up comedy is back and in
Hell
person.
yeah.
Go over to TraceyCarnazzo.com for all of my upcoming tour dates. I'm on Cameo. I'm doing all the stuff. Let's rock out, guys. And we'll see you next
rock
week.
out with your C out.
Oh my God. No, well, goodbye.
Bye.